welcome to Developers Accomplice. My name's Chris, and today we're going to be looking at Rage. Published by Bethesda and developed by id, this game promised a lot at a lot of gaming conventions. However, this game isn't a total write-off, and today we're going to be looking at why it's still a great game to go out and buy.
Ready for episode 2?
Released in 2011, Rage is set in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has been battered by a huge asteroid.
Accomplice impact in T-100.
Roger, Atlas Control, this is 1134. Check for green.
1134, all systems green. Arc launch protocol initiated. Cryogenic preparation commencing. Initiate nanotrite injection.
Check. Cryogenic life support systems online. Subterranean launch injectors ready. 97% nominal.
The new character, which you play, is Nicholas Rain, who was part of an experiment called the Eden Project, and that was set up to keep humanity alive after the impact.
All arcs secure. Initiate burial sequence.
1134, check. Targets confirmed. Diagnostic audits complete, and ARC personnel entering stasis. This is 1134, signing off.
Understood, 1134. Go for burial. This is Atlas Control, signing off. May we live to see another day.
Now he emerges from what's called his ARC, 106 years since he was put into it.
Over here!
We find that our rescuer is a character voiced by John Goodman.
I know you got questions, but we gotta get moving. Welcome to the future.
After a brief discussion, we realise that the world we live in now is inhabited by bandits who pretty much rule the place.
Pretty much their world out here. Probably looking for their buddies.
Dan Hagar is kind enough to take us back to his settlement. This is where the base of our operations will be for the first part of the game. We will learn about shooting, survival, things like crafting as well.
You know, I put a lot at risk to save you. Not just my life, but the lives of everyone here. So here's what I need you to do. Head to where those bandits live and wipe them out, plain and simple. No one walks out alive, except you. I hear there's something special about you ARC people.
Seeing as John Goodman was nice enough to save my life, I feel only compelled to do this mission today. At first, I find the shooting mechanics are quite heavy, quite clunky, and a little bit difficult to use. However, after a while, I do find that I manage to pick up on the rhythm of the game. There's a lot of new weapons to use, and they do come in very helpful. For the shotgun, for example. One of my favourite weapons in the game has to be the wing sticks. Just look at the way I can decapitate this guy in one hit. Now with many Bethesda games, say Fallout or Skyrim, when you complete a dungeon, you generally come back out to where you started. Now there have been many different ways of doing this, and one thing I like that they introduced is the zip line.
Well, well, look at what Hagar said to us. How dare you think you can walk into our house? Take him to the kill room.
Another thing which was put into this game which I quite liked was the inbuilt defibrillator within your character.
Ah, you're awake. Good. I like my prey to know what's coming. I promise this will hurt.
If for any reason you die, say you get shot in the head a few times, then this defibrillator, providing you line them up correctly and hit the right sequence, you will then be revived, and also incapacitate your enemies with electric shock. There's plenty of things to do throughout the game Rage, besides killing bandits obviously. One of the things here is Sally, who will give you money for any bandit cars that you destroy.
Hey fella, looking for work? Well, let me give you some advice. Your reputation is everything here. If people don't know you, they don't like you. And you gotta earn their respect. Best way to do that is by making the road safer. Simply stated, destroying bandits. Makes people like you and brings business into my little bar. So I'll make a deal with you. Every bandit car you destroy in the wasteland, I'll reward you a little. I'll make money. You make money. We got a deal?
There's also recurring objectives that you can come back to, such as this wind stick minigame. In a couple of the settlements, you'll find notice boards. Here you'll be able to do side quests, such as sniper challenges, or in this case, finding a missing person. This minigame here is a card game which you can play. It also doubles as a side quest because you can go out into the wasteland and find certain cards which can strengthen your deck. But be careful though, because some of these cards you can miss and you won't be able to come back for. Other mini-games include Tombstone here, which I obviously suck at. One thing that Rage definitely misses out on is character progression. There's no skill tree, no leveling, or any way of you really making your character how you want him to be. Partway through the game, you do have the option to choose what type of clothing you can wear. Now, depending on what you pick, does give you certain attributes, so say money off certain items, or the fact that you can make things better when you are crafting. However, I still think that this isn't really that good. However, in contrast to this, you do have the option to upgrade your armour, which obviously means you can take more damage. If you're a real petrol head, you're going to love this. A main part of this game is driving, whether it's from mission to mission, or whether you're actually just participating in the racing missions. Completing the racing objectives then gives you the ability to upgrade your vehicle. So while this game is very linear, and doesn't really have much sense of exploration, you do have the option to... What? That's right, a Vault Boy bobblehead. Well, this game is made by id, who did make such great games such as Doom and Wolfenstein, and they're well renowned for putting in Easter eggs. So as I was saying before, even though this doesn't really have a compelling storyline, as to some of other Bethesda's games, this is still a great game to play. You jump straight into the action, it's fast paced, and the shooting mechanics are quite fun really, and I'll tell you what, some of the ways to kill your enemies, I rather like them. Now this game does come with a multiplayer aspect, however it's pretty much just the same as some of the side quests for things like racing, which isn't really that exciting, so I'm not going to show you any of that. I can understand why a lot of people were really upset and angered when playing this game just to find that it wasn't what they expected. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have bought it when it first came out either. I managed to pick it up for $5, and if you can find it cheap on the shelf, I would definitely suggest picking it up, because it is still a great game to play. We will be uploading more gaming videos in the future, so don't forget to hit subscribe, and for anything else at the moment, feel free to go to our website at www.developersaccomplice.co.uk. All links will be in the description below. Thank you for watching!